All right, let's do this. ¿Cómo se empieza?
¿Qué tal?
Okay.
En español.
Yeah, I always say what's up, and then I'm like, other one. Okay. All right. It's too early. Hola, ¿qué tal? Y bienvenidos a un episodio más de Ni de Acá.
Ni de allá.
Yo soy Benny.
Y yo soy Rebe.
Y bueno, para este entonces ya llevamos 2 semanas grabando de nuevo en nuestro set. By the time you see this episode, de lo que vamos a platicar, ya pasó hace 2 semanas. Pero esto es solamente porque grabamos un episodio, bueno, para nosotros, que fue ayer sábado, y lo estamos grabando hoy domingo, pero para ustedes, pues es una semana en medio, right? Pero este fin de semana, aquí en Georgia, fin de semana 23 de julio y 24, today's 24th, right? Yes. It was crazy. Para empezar, I think tenemos que reconocer a Atlanta y a la comunidad hispana por haber hecho historia anoche en el Mercedes-Benz. If you were there, you know how it was. It got lit. Nosotros no fuimos, estábamos en otro lado. Pero se veía chingón. I don't know if you've seen anything on social media, but holy shit.
Porque se presentó Grupo Firme, that's why.
Right.
Se presentó Grupo Firme.
And Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yes, it was like sold out, I think.
It was 33,000 people. Like, se veía... Like, se veían los videos. Well, José Luis tiene un chingo de videos en Instagram. Ahí si quieres poner uno por aquí así. Pero para Pero
Benny does his references and I just...
Yeah, she just does it. Se ve en el video cuando apagan la luz y están a punto de cantar una canción,
yes,
y están todos los focos. Like, yo siempre decía, qué chido, ¿no? Pero siempre se ve, ya sea en el West Coast o un concierto americano. Nunca aquí en Georgia, en el Mercedes-Benz, me hubiera imaginado yo que un grupo regional mexicano iba a llegar y llenarlo con 33,000 personas. Y después vi gente que sigo en Instagram, que me siguen a mí, que no son ni mexicanos. Había una peruana, habían varias colombianas, varias venezolanas, and I was like, shit.
Sí, pero es que, óyeme, sobre todo puedo hablar por la comunidad venezolana, I can't speak for anybody else, pero, exacto, como ahora estamos aquí, trabajamos sobre todo en construcción, trabajamos afuera, we don't have cozy jobs no more, I'm sorry, pero el punto es que como trabajamos así, pues le hemos cogido cariño a ese tipo de música, you know, right. Y entonces hay mucha gente que inclusive llaman y, esta es la raza, y son venezolanas, and we're like, no, es Mega.
Esa es Mega, where you belong.
Okay, bye. It breaks my heart a little, but I'm so happy, de verdad. Congratulations al Grupo Firme.
Yes, congratulations.
They're definitely watching. They're faithful watchers.
Oh, sí, definitivamente nos ven toda la semana, ¿eh? When they're going de estado a estado, no se pierden ni de acá ni de allá.
Ni un solo episodio. Y cada vez que nos sacamos episodio esta semana, bueno, ¿dónde están?
No, ya se metían hasta la chingada de que quieren venir al podcast. Sí. Y le digo, hey, güey, tenemos otra gente esperando, Edwin.
Like,
o sea, por favor, sí. O sea, está bien que sean famosos, pero no mamen.
¿Verdad?
Sí,
o sea,
no. Oh, y shout out to Pitufo, el programador de la raza, our homie, Pitufo, que tocó presentar al Grupo Firme también.
Oh, he did.
Entonces, él salió ahí en el escenario y también está el video ahí.
I will be shaking.
He is just screaming and like, Elena, are you ready? And he's like, wow. Y eso que todavía no estaba lleno. Todavía no estaba lleno. I was like, damn, qué chingón. So shout out to him. I know he got to do it también en LA. Which I'm pretty sure that's even crazier.
Awesome. Sí,
no,
claro.
Porque Grupo Firme en LA, o sea, eso sí es completamente todo el estadio lleno. Aquí, si fueron y vieron, pues creo que apartaron como de la mitad del estadio para enfrente. Y entonces ya. Porque pues 74,000 personas también iban a caber ahí en... no se iban a llenar en Mercedes-Benz.
Sí, ya, you're being greedy.
Pero 33,000 personas, chingoncísimo. La verdad, it was really cool. Pero bueno, obviamente, por la razón en la que no estábamos ahí fue because we were at another event that was also very awesome. Not 33,000 people awesome, pero como unos 50. Ahí cerquita.
Estaba lleno. Lo importante es que el local estaba lleno. ¿Ok? Yeah. Después tú ves el local, después le decimos que el local es. Pero el local estaba lleno.
Right? It was full. Había gente
full
parada. Había gente parada. Y fuimos, siguiendo el episodio de la semana pasada, les estábamos diciendo que ya nos teníamos que ir porque íbamos a ir a ver In the Moment, completamente en vivo. In the Moment es el podcast donde trabaja Romeo, que ya estuvo aquí en el episodio, no me acuerdo cuál fue, hace como 2 o 3 episodios. Y, right? Like 2 3 episodes ago.
Fue el primero que tuvo 2 parts.
Sí, ese mero. Así que go check it out si no lo has visto. Aquí Rebe va a dejar la cosilla que pops up o aquí. Que dice
It's
check out the video.
Por ahí,
go check it out. Está chido. Pero ya, ayer fuimos a ver el podcast en vivo, a apoyar obviamente al homie Romeo, a Mo and Katie.
He was embarrassed, just like a little.
Oh my gosh, Romeo was so nervous, like what the fuck.
Pobrecito.
Yo juraba que ese güey estaba marihuano. I was like, And Mo y Katie estaban haciendo lo suyo. Y this was Romeo. This was Romeo the whole time. Y después...
He was wearing sunglasses, so I wouldn't put it past it.
No, y después llegó el güey fajado with a tuck shirt. I was like, are you going to a podcast or like a job interview? No. And then Romeo se la pasaba así. Le preguntaban algo y le decía el güey, nah, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that we should...
And we're like, homie.
I was like, just hold the fucking microphone right here,
please.
Romeo. Please, just hold it right here,
You're
Romeo.
literally in sound, like, please.
And then, what else happened?
Bueno, there was a moment. Yes, there was a moment.
Besides having a good time and enjoying the show, que si no lo han escuchado, está ahí en Spotify, I think, and all the other platforms. Look it up as In the Moment. All right, go check it out. It's really good. So they were talking about people getting peed on, but Rebe ended up getting spat on. Entonces, si quieres ahí decirles, yo lo vi todo. Yo lo vi pasar desde que salió.
Motion, like, it was disgusting. Okay, so estábamos hablando, ¿verdad? Ellos estaban hablando y creo que le preguntaron algo a la audiencia or something, because that was a little...
Yeah, it was somebody 2 rows behind us.
Right.
Entonces, era Rebe, la vieja que le escupió, y la pareja a la que estaban preguntando, y resulta que creo que dijo el vato que él pidió que la mujer...
Oh, right. Sí. Como que it was something kinky, right?
Yeah,
we're not kink shaming. We're not kink shaming,
we're
pero
not,
sí, it
but
was
that's
something,
gross.
but just a little. Y entonces, nada, yo en ese preciso momento me volteé para ver qué era lo que estaba pasando.
Oh, you were
like
turned
behind
around?
us, yes.
Oh.
Y entonces, that fucking bitch.
Yeah, if you're watching this, chinga tu madre.
Se rió, pero de una manera que... Y yo...
It was disgusting.
O sea, me bañó.
Sí, porque yo estaba así y mi novia estaba aquí, y mi brazo estaba aquí y después estaba Rebe. Entonces yo estaba como viendo así como de reojo, y cuando dijo que he said I asked for it or something like that, the girl was like, and I saw that come out of her mouth. I got a little bit on my hand. My girl got a little bit on her hair, pero Rebe le llegó todo así.
En la cara,
It was
así, como
así,
que,
tipo money shot.
Casi que, rico, vodka. You know what I mean? It was disgusting. It was nasty. It was so fucking
At least it wasn't
disgusting.
pee. It
At
could have been
least
worse.
it wasn't pee.
It could have been worse.
And I literally said en voz alta, and I was like, this bitch just spat on me. And
Yeah,
she was
we
like,
heard it.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
I thought Rebe was gonna beat her ass.
I think she apologized later with Marco or something. Que ella estaba así como que, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry.
She was typical that she was typical white wasted, and yeah, she was white.
Disgusting.
It was pretty gross. So don't spit on people.
Please don't.
If you know you spit and you don't swallow, turn around or look down, but don't spit on nobody. Por favor.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you something that is gonna be like a little personal.
Okay.
But would you rather, like, la persona que está contigo, I'm not gonna say your girl, but like people that are with you, to spit and not swallow?
I really don't care.
You don't care? Because there are people that are like...
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess to some people...
You know what I mean? Like, pon en los comentarios, do you spit or do you swallow?
I don't think ain't no girl gonna fucking say that. I think, guys, what do you prefer? I feel like it's mostly like more of a... ¿Qué te puedo decir? I feel like it's more like not a kink, or maybe the fact that like thinking like, oh, she swallowed it, so it's like cool, you know? I mean, me viene y me va, honestly.
Right.
Like
no,
if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, I know. I've met some people, guys, as girls that are like the girls that's like, nah, if I don't swallow it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I had to swallow it. And some girls are like, fuck that, aim that shit over there. You know what I mean? And then there's some guys who are like, no, I don't like it. Like, I'd rather you should spit it out. And there's some guys who are like, nah, trágatelo. So, I think it's just preference. A mí la verdad me vale verga. So.
Sí, pero yeah.
But Ellie swallows though, just by the way.
Benny!
No me consta, pero
Benny!
I mean,
oh my god!
Pero I mean, we know Ellie. Knowing Ellie, that bitch is gonna be like, well, I swallow. You're so bad.
Spicy. You're so bad. Ellie says that all the time. I don't know if I
See, no, look, we're gonna ask Ellie probably on Monday, and we're gonna on the story, then nuestro Instagram. If you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. Y le vamos a preguntar, Ellie, do you spit or swallow? And then watch. If she says swallow, Rebe owes me that spicy chicken biscuit from McDonald's.
Okay.
No, not spicy chicken biscuit, spicy chicken sandwich, which I just had it on the way over here. So good. All right, Ellie, spit or swallow?
Swallow. You know what? El otro día I had like spicy chicken biscuits from Chick-fil-A. And I felt bad to my stomach.
You didn't like it?
The thing is that I'm sorry. I let down the whole Hispanic community and I can't give you my card right now. But I don't do spicy.
Well, that's not really a Hispanic thing.
I really don't. I'm so sorry. But es que todo el mundo ya, ay no, sí que if you're not Hispanic, like...
Mostly from Central America, from South America down. Well, most South America, we don't really care if you guys like spicy.
Pero el punto es que sí, no, like, it hit my stomach so bad. Yo sentía, oh my God, am I 40? Like, what's happening?
No, it happens to me too. I don't really eat chile like that. But like, ahorita que estaban mis abuelos y mis tías en la casa, they eat chile all the fucking day. Like, every day. Y cada mañana hacen salsa de molcajete. I don't know if you know what a molcajete is, but you can put a picture there, right here. Es una pinche piedra, así, with like 4 little legs, right?
Okay, yeah, I
it's
do
like
know what a molcajete is.
Yeah, so ahí
I
agarran like los chiles y las semillas and everything, they grind it up y hacen la salsa. Entonces, but it's usually really spicy all the time because they love spicy shit.
Do you think las semillas have something to do with the spicy or?
I feel like las semillas do make it spicy, but yet again, I feel like también depende del chile.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay.
Pero it's usually salsa every morning, and I always get bullied by my grandpa. Because he's like, ¿cómo que no comes chile, cabrón? Come chile, échale un poquito de chile, ni pica. And I'm just like, so I got pressured into eating chile to the point.
You got peer pressure.
I got peer pressured by my grandpa. To the point where like, ya llegaban las mañanas y si no había salsa de molcajete, I was like, ¿y la salsa? Yo le echaba, pero al rato sí, la panza bien caliente. I had to drink like milk to like calm that shit down.
I didn't think of drinking milk.
It
I'm
helps.
so stupid.
It helps.
I'm so stupid. I didn't think of drinking milk.
Marco, you like spicy? No. Nah, you look like you don't like spicy.
Yeah, he's very white.
He looks like mayonnaise is spicy to him.
La mayonesa.
No te creas, Marco.
No te creas, los maracuchos, they have like their crazy shit.
Yeah.
Do you remember cuando fuimos a comer su arepa? By the way, shout out to su arepa, they're really good. And you asked for like the...
Oh, customer service sucks though.
Yes. Do you ask for like the burger that was not a burger, but it had like plantain?
Sí.
Instead of, well, that's from Maracaibo. That's like
like
a hardcore... Like que tú te comiste, it's nothing compared to what the actual real thing is.
Really?
Se come un patacón. Pero un patacón de esos de su arepa, like they're good, pero no son así salvajes como la gente de Maracaibo, porque la gente de Maracaibo...
Okay, why is that food so weird? Like, first of all...
We're just obsessed with plantain. I think it's like a kink that we have with plantain.
First of all, like, I feel like one of y'all's main dishes, like, it's just like, it's fast food from here, right? Like a hot dog. Y'all take hot dog and then y'all, like...
We take hot
put
dog very... Yes.
Like, I've never met a country that que diga, oh, no mames, nosotros comemos puro hot dog. Like, what? Like...
no, porque... Okay, I'm gonna put a picture.
Y'all's dishes are something else. I'm not... I mean, they're good, pero... It's definitely not what I'm used to. Like, a mí es algo típico. Like, yo espero algo típico como, no sé, como like un mofongo de la República Dominicana.
The thing is that we're
Is it from República Dominicana? Or am I fucking up? Yeah. Yes. Okay, yeah. Mofongo from República Dominicana.
Yes, it is.
What is that? Holy shit.
Tiene jamón, mira, sí, un perro caliente con jamón.
Nah, ustedes se pasan de
verga.
verga.
Los perros calientes de nosotros, we take fast food very seriously. Me acuerdo que en Margarita, yo creo que en todo Venezuela, but I can only speak for Margarita, because that's the one I remember. Estaba una calle que se llamaba la calle del hambre, o sea, literal la calle del hambre, which, you know, it became a whole pandemic now Venezuela.
It became literal.
It's not funny anymore. Anyway, and it was basically, it was food trucks before food trucks were cool, okay? Eran como los camioncitos de comida y entonces era así como que una placita, right? It was like una calle ciega and it was like
so
literally... It's so good. That is so good. Oh, man. We should make a perro calentada. But anyway, it was like un camión aquí te vendía unas hamburguesas así, una cosa desastrosa. Otro camión te vendía que si no sé, there was one thing que me comí una sola vez in my life and I was like, oh my God, I have to have this again. Era básicamente pollo, era for layers, right? It was layered. Y era pollo a la parrilla, a shit ton of queso, then carne a la parrilla, then más queso todavía, then fries, queso por encima, and then the final layer, it was like all together, las fries, la carne y el pollo, con las papas, queso y salsa rosada.
Oh, fuck like, that, man.
What do you mean, fuck
that? Sounds like me and my toilet are gonna have a very long date. That's what it sounds like.
That's because you're not trained. But anyway, it was so good. Yo me lo comí, creo que fue, oh my God, I want to say it was el estado Sucre.
You cannot tell me that's not like some super unhealthy.
Oh, definitely.
I thought our food was super unhealthy.
El punto es que I remember eating that shit, like destroying that shit, and I didn't feel bad, you know? And I was talking with Pitufo the other day, shout out to Pitufo. We've
Again.
given him, yes, we give him
Ay,
like
no mames,
3
ya,
shots.
ya.
El show del pitufo.
Ya
¿qué
páganos.
show? For real. Pero sí, we were talking the other day y que él por lo menos se fue a Italia, o por lo menos en México,
Oh,
cuando se iba.
yeah.
Y que tú comes y comes y comes and you don't feel like bloated, ¿sabes?
Like
que no
you
te
do here.
sientes, sí, o
Sí,
por lo
qué
menos no
pedo.
te sientes así como que mareado cuando comes demasiada grasa y tal. You don't feel like that, you know what I mean? Pero yo siento que es primero por los aceites que son acá. Which, I don't know if that's, actually I take it back, porque yo no creo que esa gente en ese carrito de
Yeah,
whatever,
nah,
en
es
un
pinche
pueblito,
gasolina del
estaban-
carro.
Right?
It's fucking diesel on
I
that
take
bitch.
that back. Pero sí, yo no sé si es tipo, maybe the GMOs, o sea, como modifican la comida, el gluten or something
I can't
like
relate
that.
because
You know what
I've been
I
here
mean?
since I was 4. But I will be able to
Right.
compare in September when I go to Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I am going to Mexico.
Congratulations, yes.
Thank you.
You know
Shout out
what?
to all people in Mexico. I'm doing a tour over there. Una semana. Cáchenme allá.
That is
Voy a estar en vivo, boletos a la venta. How cool would that be though if I
El
was going to
Bad
Mexico?
Bunny 2020, no wait, 2022 World Tour.
You imagine if we were going to Mexico and we had like a fecha in Morelia sold
That'd
out?
be awesome.
That'd be pretty dope.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
We're manifesting that.
Manifesting.
Manifesting it.
But yeah, so I'll be able to compare the food over there, even though they telling me that I'm gonna get fucked with the food because I'm not used, my stomach's not
You
used
might.
to. But I've always gotten fucked by the food here. Like yo
Okay.
voy como y al baño, like directly all the time.
Really?
So I'm telling, like, was it talking to you or Ellie or
You were talking to someone.
my girl? I forgot. It was a girl. But I asked him, I was like, what if my stomach never got used to the food here? And when I go to Mexico, my stomach's like,
Benny.
this is what I need?
No, but
I'm telling you. All right,
sorry.
watch. If I don't get sick in Mexico, that's it. Because the food, everywhere I go, everything I eat, I like it, but it always fucks me up.
who's gonna tell him that just his stomach sucks?
Probably.
Do you want to tell him, Marco?
I mean, there's
No?
certain food,
Okay.
obviously, that, I can eat and it doesn't mess me up, like cereal. Cereal doesn't mess me up.
Oh my God, he's white.
Nor milk.
Aw, he's white. Oh.
I'm from where Marco's from.
For real. You know what? Sí, he conocido a varias personas que se mudan, o sea, tipo, acaban de llegar de Venezuela, and milk messes them up.
Really?
Sí,
Well, I
and
guess the
turns
milk's
out,
different
van
también,
al
¿no?
doctor, and they're like, oh, you're lactose intolerant. And they're like, the fuck? I grew up in a farm. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what? Pero sí, like, there must be something in the milk.
Oh,
here.
definitely
There
there's
must be
something in the milk.
something, You know what
Come
I mean?
on, like, yeah, for
In
sure.
the water, in the milk or something. You know what I noticed? De verdad, fuera de juego ni nada. Cuando llegué acá, like, my hair has never been the same. Porque el agua must have something. Por mi cabello, I swear to God, it used to be like long and soft and beautiful. And of course, I dyed it throughout the years. But before I did that, o sea, me bañaba y literal se sentía así como seco, like dry. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, you're going to be able to compare. And you know what? We should have your girl, Ileana, here, who was the one that helped you, right?
Yeah.
To get del permiso, because oh boy, was that a whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
getting your...
it was a long ass trip.
But yeah,
But we finally got it done.
that's nice. That's awesome.
And she said that she guarantees me that I will be able to come back to the United States. So if I'm not here after I leave, ya go boycott Ileana. Because she said that I should be good. If I'm not,
I think they
Or did the podcast
they
Skype?
probably wouldn't let you back if you're like a hardcore criminal.
well, they
which,
said like
mean,
if I was
you
like
are, you know what I
smuggling
mean?
drugs, or if I had like a crime, or if I did something in Mexico.
Catch Benny like smuggling food, and then
Right, well, I am gonna bring food back for sure. Like, well, I mean, it's like snacks and candy, right? Not like actual food. But I do plan on bringing stuff back from Mexico.
You know who's a great smuggler?
Ooh,
My grandma.
my
I'm
grandma
not even
too.
kidding. Like, what's
Oh my
up
God.
with grandmas and
I don't
smuggling
know.
shit? Like, the fuck?
It's like they don't think of consequences, and,
They
when you
don't.
don't think of consequences, you can do anything.
But the worst part is que no les pasa nada. They're right. There are no consequences.
That's what I'm saying.
O sea, mi abuelita, háganse de cuenta que mi abuelita, she has come. yo
She's
creo-
bringing like 3 full immigrants over here.
No, tampoco, no, ¿qué pasa? No. Mentira.
If you need a family member over here, call her grandma.
No. Con mi abuelita de 80 años, she's got you. No. Pero mi abuela, o sea, like, you can bring plants over because that's like a whole thing. Yo
Right.
creo que ni siquiera puedes traer semillas germinadas. You can do that. Te paran, sobre todo, if you smuggle, like, religious figures.
Really?
¿Sabes? Like, sí, porque that was a whole thing. I think it was in the 80s or something. It was like a whole thing. donde metían las esculturas de yeso and they did them with like drugs.
Ah, okay, got you.
So,
I
like,
thought it was because of the religion. I was like, what?
No. Like they just smuggled the whole figures
La
with
Virgen de
drugs.
Guadalupe llena de pura cocaína.
No, de verdad. And there was actually, I think it was a girl that did this, right? Like a lady, like a badass lady, let me tell you.
Of course. Guy wouldn't have thought of that. Guy is like, stick it in like some tomatoes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And she did it with like heels. Like
Oh,
left
they were
heels.
Colombian.
Right?
Sí.
Yeah, I'm thinking of someone,
Sí,
yeah.
eran colombianas.
Sí, pero I don't know if this is, I'm gonna have to research and leave the name somewhere in here. Pero sí, el punto es que because of that, ahora cada vez que ven figuras religiosas y gente en tacones and all that in the airport, like that's a red flag, like a big flag red flag, like huge. Bueno, this lady, this old ass lady,
Your grandma?
my grandma,
Okay.
se trajo unas figuras, I kid you not, like this tall. Like this. Y se trajo...
Full of cocaine.
No, they were not. They were just... they were not full of cocaine. Well, not that I know. You know what? I have to check
You
it
haven't
out.
broken
Yeah,
them.
I haven't broken
But then if
them,
you
so-
break them, it's like,
Can you
damn.
imagine?
Yeah, you can't
Can you
just be like,
imagine?
a ver, abuela,
But
hell
no. The point is that she brought them over y no le dijeron nada a Benny. And if I was telling you that it was like one or two, no, pero se trajo como 3 de esas grandes, como 5 chiquitas que they're not that
Damn,
little,
pues, ¿qué
they're
trajo a
like
vender, o
this.
qué?
Bro, I don't know. I have no idea what to tell you. Pero el punto es que sí, o sea, literal se trajo un montón de figuras and they told her nothing. On that same trip, se trajo unas semillas que they were like rooting, they had little roots. Y se las trajo también envueltas en papel and all that. They look like dedales, like drug dedales, I kid you not. Y se trajo creo que también un queso. She brought a bunch of shit over like in the plane. And the funniest part is que nosotros siempre le hacemos una carta donde dice, hola, mi nombre es fulanita de tal, and I'm coming here to visit my daughter, her address is this is her phone number, like whatever. But no one ever calls us. She just like pulls up her little paper, and they let her go by with her smuggling shit.
No, pues, wow.
And it's like, what? We always open her maleta, and it's like, how? Like, how? Uno trae, o sea, te lo juro, nosotros que hemos viajado tipo, like, you know, here and the inside, it's like, tenemos, no sé, like a water bottle, and they're almost calling, like, the SWAT team on us.
They're like, throw that fucking water bottle away.
real.
I'm like, it's
It's
just
like-
water, sir. And they're like, no.
Yes! This is like a lock something, whatever. They just pull us to the ground like John Cena's. Porque sí, I mean, like, but she can smuggle whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, cool.
But how does bringing food back over here work? Like, obviously, like my grandma always brings us not legit food, but you know, like she brings mole, she brings she's brought in cheese before, pan, and a whole bunch of candies and stuff.
Right.
Do you have to like report that, or
I don't know. That's a good question.
'Cause she puts it
do
in
you
the-
have to report it like internationally? Can you do?
Is that they don't want the bacteria from over there to get here.
Because my grandma, I don't think she's ever reported anything. I think she just puts it in her maleta, and then it just goes in cargo.
That's so funny.
I think it matters more when you have it like on you, like on your carry-on. Because when we were
Right,
when I
right.
dropped them off at the airport today, which by the way, yeah, they left today. ¿qué te iba a decir? Oh yeah, so when I dropped them off at the airport today, and they were about to go into TSA, because I get them all wheelchairs.
Right,
Son
right.
dos tías y mis abuelos.
Right, but if you get them in wheelchairs, it's so like this is a pro tip if you don't know.
Yeah, please
si
do
les
it.
ponen wheelchairs, even though they don't need it, porque mi abuelita dice, I don't need it. Why are you trying to
I
call me
know,
at my
especially-
old? And it's like,
Especially Hispanic grandparents. Oh my goodness.
it's like you need them.
It's like, sit
Porque
the
te
fuck
hacen
down.
todo, te hacen todo. O sea, nada más los pasan, they have priority, they have like everything, te hacen todo.
Yeah, they
tenemos
just went
todo.
straight through a little window in like the TSA. Un chingo de gente acá y ahí vamos a abuelos así como.
Yeah, no. Pero what
Oh
was
yeah,
it?
so like when they were going, they started asking them if they had any water bottles, food, snacks, seeds, laptops, blah 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 on their
Seeds,
carry-on.
that's
And
super
I know my
seeds.
grandpa llevaba como unos chiles en la bolsa because he was like, I'm taking these to grow them over there.
Why?
Because he said he's gonna grow them over there. I don't know, like, but he had them envueltos en una servilleta también. So I'm like, Dad, Grandpa, this looks illegal as fuck. Nah, no se van a dar cuenta. And I think they're in Mexico already, so ya no se dieron cuenta.
Oh my god, that is so funny. But I look at the thing, it's like they don't even. They're like, I know. See, they don't even think of what it looks like. You know what I
Right,
mean?
they just, like-
maybe they're too innocent, or maybe they're like, no, fuck you, I'm old. They're not gonna tell me anything. You know
Right,
what I mean? Like,
they're like, ¿qué tiene de malo este bloque wrapped around in tape de harina? No tiene nada de malo.
Right,
Like,
and
abuelo,
it's like-
parece un pinche brick de cocaína. Nah, es que tú lo quieres ver así.
sí, mean, right? It's like, no, mal pensado.
Sí,
mal
¿tú crees que la
pensado.
gente de inmigración va a pensar que esto es cocaína? No, mijo, saben que es harina
Right.
para las pinches tortillas.
It's like,
¿Tú qué vas a ver, pendejo? And I'm like, okay.
right, I'm the pendejo, right? And then they get it, and it's like, you see, pendejo.
Right, it's like, damn.
I
But
guess
if
you're
we
right.
did that,
Oh,
we'd be in
sí,
jail.
no, definitivamente. Like, I'll be deported to Mexico, and it's like, but I'm Venezuelan. Yeah, we don't care. You're all the same, so.
yeah, no, I think there was a time where everybody that was Hispanic, at least brown, got deported to Mexico.
I know there was a time where they deported Venezuelans to Colombia. Because they were like, yeah,
We're sorry,
we
Colombia.
don't even want that. So it's like, yeah, we don't even want to mess with that. We don't even want to go to Venezuela. So
Send
it's
their
like,
ass back to Colombia.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
has visto
like-
que según, or I don't know if it's true, I was watching it on TikTok at 5 in the morning. Because I got up really early to take my grandparents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Que según there's like a whole thing going on in Cuba again, de que like people are trying to like fight the government, like tipo revolución. Is that really going on right now, and is that not happening right now?
I am not sure.
Because how do
to
we
be
know
honest,
what's
porque
current in Cuba or not if they don't really have
At the same
media?
time, it's like, whenever. Porque a veces pasa también en Venezuela, you know what I mean? Donde they have like sleepy moments, and then they're like, ah, and then they're sleepy, and ah. So
And
it's
then
like,
se acaba la comida, and then it's like, okay, ya vamos a regresar a los putas.
for real. It's like, we're gonna sleep for dinner.
Yeah. We will fight for our freedom in about 2 weeks.
Yes. And it's like, I used to get my hopes up, like, too much. Like, I'm not even kidding. I used to have, like, such a toxic relationship with myself when I got here. Because I felt guilt. You know what I mean? I
You
felt
should.
guilty. Yes.
Being white.
I mean, I've never thought of it that way. Besides, when I got here, I was a little tan. Because in Venezuela, I was always
What the
tan.
fuck was up with your tan?
have no
You weren't even
idea.
brown. You were just like orange. You were like Nickelodeon
When was I
logo.
orange?
I don't
What do
know.
you
Your
mean?
pictures look like you're that Nickelodeon logo.
What pictures?
Like you have pictures when you were like younger and you were orange as fuck. Like it's not a normal tan. I'm pretty sure you have skin cancer by now.
I might. We'll see. I don't know.
Is that tan from Venezuela or from Miami?
I have no idea which pictures are you looking for.
I wasn't. I'm not looking for them. I saw them already.
Like you saw them. Like I
I don't
no
know.
idea
They were
which
your
pictures you
Instagram.
saw. No, we're gonna have to look this up. Wait, doon.
No, and then
Technical
whenever you
difficulties.
post stuff of like you being younger, you look orange as shit.
I do not look orange.
You do look orange as fuck.
It might be the pictures, like just the picture. Now I have to look this up because I'm like confused. Okay, so here's my Instagram. I'm gonna post like a video, right?
No, go all the way down, man.
What pictures? What pictures look orange to you?
Just
This one?
nah, these aren't it. You posted one I think on your story.
Was it today? Was it that one?
It's not that one either.
He cray.
I swear, nah, she looked orange. Have you ever
No,
seen a
no,
picture
no,
of
no.
her when she was young and orange? Let me know.
Nah, he tripping. But anyway, el punto es que, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, I felt guilty. I remember I used to like cry a lot porque I was like, why am I here? I don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Later I found out I had survivor's guilt, which is like cool, I guess. But el punto es que yeah, I used to cry a lot porque, and I used to be like pendiente, muy pendiente de las noticias en Venezuela, like, oh yeah, it's happening, and you know, try to get my hopes, like, o sea, me ilusionaba, because why not, you know what I mean?
Right.
But then, you know, nothing happened, so there was a point where I just had to cut that off my life, you know what I mean? Como que cortar las noticias.
Yeah, she
por
broke up
completo.
with Venezuela. She was
I
like,
broke up
fuck
with
yeah.
Venezuela. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm moving on to something better, and this is
You're
America.
the one that got away, but I mean, porque honestly, it was just hurting me
So
too
what's
much.
up? Are y'all still under what's his name dictatorship?
Yeah.
So what happened con el pendejo aquel que según was like, yo soy el nuevo presidente de Venezuela? What do you mean?
Guaidó? Ah, yeah, no.
What happened to that? Wasn't he like
It's a fucking joke.
wasn't
It's
he
what
like
I'm
the
saying.
new
It's
hope?
a fucking joke.
Remember everybody here was like, oh shit. Nino was like, oh, aleluya, que no sé
It's
qué,
a
que tenemos
fucking joke.
presidente.
It's a fucking joke. Like, I swear to God, Guaidó,
Nobody even recognized him as a president.
they, like, supposedly internationally, he's the president, but at the same time, it's like he's doing nothing, you know what I mean? Y el punto es que
Right.
así pasa con todos los políticos. They're like, yes, we're gonna
just
fight. And
cashing
then they're
in
like,
money, huh?
we're gonna fight as soon as we meet with the actual president of Venezuela, and that's gonna be like a really secret meeting, so you don't interfere and you don't ask questions about that, okay? But yes, as soon as we're done with that, yes, we're definitely gonna fight. And it's like, you know what happens in those meetings.
Nah, fuck that.
Like,
Like,
se les mojan las manitos aquí, se les moja aquí, se les da un bolsa de arepas y ya literal, you know, nothing happens. So it's like,
yeah, because I was expecting
Okay.
people like, okay, I'm the new president, and these motherfuckers are criminals. Let's go fuck them up. That's what I was expecting.
We need the guy from El Salvador to go.
We need a guy from El Salvador to
Venezuela.
just like rule all Latin America. That's it. I'm calling it right now. Like, just let him be the president of. Just create from Mexico to Argentina.
That's a whole country.
One big country. Turn it into like Africa, right? But a Latin Africa, and then just give it one ruler, and it's gonna be Bukele or whatever his name is, and he can be our Black Panther. And then boom, that's it. He can be like our Aztec warrior or Mayan warrior, whatever.
I don't
indigenous
think
you
I
have.
don't think that's how Africa works.
I know, but I mean,
okay,
but,
just
you know,
to leave that.
like you know how people over here are like, oh, okay, Africa, like they're like this big one thing, even though it's very divided.
Right.
But you know, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But he would definitely fix Latin America. I'm saying.
He definitely would. And you know what? We used to have like a dictator, pero eso te estoy hablando like in the 40s, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
back then. And people were like, oh, yeah, no, we don't like you because you're a dictator and all that. But he built infrastructure for the country. Like, he built schools. He
Well, there's some good
like,
dictators.
the country, like, see, exacto. Like under
Hitler.
him.
Wait, we can't say Hitler on YouTube anymore.
Oof. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
going to censor that just in case.
Let's
Oof.
obviously not the Holocaust, but if you've ever paid attention to all the stuff that he did, like with infrastructure and like railroads and shit, like that motherfucker did a lot.
We're going to go back to.
That was then taken and then bettered, obviously.
I'm trying to not get him canceled. He just keeps talking.
No, it's true. Like all the big science breakthroughs happened during that like fucking war.
Yeah, well, experimenting on kids.
Right, but thanks to those people's sacrifices, now we have like Tylenol and like the vaccine for COVID. I'm just playing. It's totally politically incorrect, everything that I'm saying. But if you're trying to deny me,
like waiting.
If you're denying me that Hitler did not actually like push to create like these really, not I guess good things, as in like that big train that he used to have. I don't know. Are you into history? In that whole World War II era? If not, you're completely ignorant about the whole thing. But
I'm not ignorant. I just don't.
but like, and then I think he like also built this like one big like conference place, which is like huge. I wonder if it's still up. But I was watching a whole documentary on all the things that he did. Aparte de lo del Holocaust, we're not talking about that. That was horrible, and he deserves to die, which he did, I think. Unless he's like Tupac.
Unless you're in like a conspiracy theories, which
Right,
is
and they're like, no, he's hiding in Argentina.
He's alive. That was like a whole thing. Well, I mean, at this point, I think he might be dead.
He should be dead by now,
right? Is
Well,
what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying.
They just captured like one of the like his generals not too long ago. I think in
Yeah, it was like
Argentina,
100 something.
or something like that.
right?
Yeah,
so
and
he
they
was
were like, nah, fuck that dude, and they killed him.
Did they?
Yeah, they sentenced him to death.
No, I saw de alguien que he was like 100 and something, and they were like, oh yeah, let's put them through trial or something. And I was like,
Might as well just kill him.
why?
Just,
Like,
just kill him.
for real, like, o sea, de lo que tarda en iniciar ese proceso, he's gonna be dead. So
Right.
it's like,
And then okay, let's talk about Russia. They have a pretty much a dictatorship, right?
they do.
Okay, so but you're gonna tell me that they haven't like their dictators haven't done like crazy things in Russia también?
They have.
like good things. Obviously, there's horrible things, but think like you're saying, like the dictator in Venezuela, that he
Right.
did all this like good stuff for the country while fucking the country.
Right.
But
the,
you
the
know,
thing is that I don't think he was like fucking the country, but see, of
he was
course.
gangbanging the country.
Yes, there we go. But of course, you know, cada quien que estaba, you know, oh, I'm against him or whatever, because it was like a hippie era as well. So it was like, you know,
Everybody was high.
Yeah. So, pero en esa misma época, it was when people like came over, and that's why we have so much like diversity. You know what I mean? Like, por eso hay tanta gente que es así como like Marco, that he's white for some reason. You know what I mean?
You're white too.
But I'm not white.
Yeah, you are. You just ghetto. Marco's like Forsyth County white, and you are like Haw County white. You know what I mean? Like that's a difference.
Stop. Oh, my heart. But yeah, the thing, you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna have to. You know what? We should take like an ancestry test.
An ancestry?
Yeah.
What if I find out that I have like other siblings outside of my parents' marriage, and then like
I don't think. Well,
you never
know what?
you never see that
yes.
documentary about the doctor who he was like
oh yeah.
yes, and then it all started with
Disgusting.
that those DNA tests. And they found out
Right.
they had siblings outside, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
So there's this documentary on Netflix, right?
Super
De un
recommended.
doctor.
Go watch it.
It's disgusting, but yeah, I mean, it's good, but it's also not good. De este doctor, right? And he was like a gynecologist or something. Y entonces él lo que hacía era que, oh yeah, I'll be right back. And then while he was performing like whatever your annual test, te inseminaba.
I thought his specialty was like to like help people have babies.
reproductive something.
Yeah.
I don't even know, but,
But it all came from like a religious thing. He was part of a cult.
of course he was.
Yeah, and so he was like, no, pues entonces si yo estoy en esta posición de poder de las mujeres, I can create more of me, and we
Right.
can grow our religion.
But the point is that sí, él básicamente he raped a lot of women. He didn't
Yeah, because he didn't
like
penetrate
he
them
forcibly
with his
yes,
thing.
it's weird. Porque o sea, como que no, he didn't perform
He artificially
sexual acts.
inseminated them.
There we go. He didn't
Artificially
perform-
raped.
There we go. Yes, I guess. So it was like a Jane Divergent kind of thing. You know what I mean? Have you watched that series,
Yes,
Jane,
I
Jane
have.
Divergent?
Yes.
It was that kind of scenario. Pero sí, con mucha gente en la vida real. So, yeah, it's
Yeah, like
it's
90-something kids now or more?
Yes,
I don't
como un
know.
montón de niños. and
Shitload
stuff
of
like
kids,
that.
and they're all related.
Pero el punto es que, yeah, it all started with an ancestry, like a 23andMe test.
Yeah, so don't take them, because it can fuck up your
I
life.
want to take them. I do want to take it.
Okay, you take it, and then bring the results here on the podcast. I'm not going to ruin my parents' marriage, just because I don't know what happened.
But do you think there's a possibility that...
I do, just because of the fact that my
Oh,
dad was a
snacks.
really crazy ass dude up in Cali when he was like younger.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And so I'm like, I don't know, like what if he was out there back in the day not using protection, and all of a sudden like there's a little like another Benny out there,
Oh my God.
but his name
God
is
help
like
us.
Mauricio or some shit.
Mauricio. El bad Mauricio. The bad
He's
Mauricio.
definitely not famous.
Can you imagine? He's like Mauricio Ochman or something. You know, the dude that is.
That would be
like,
so fucking cool.
It's like you're
I would be
related.
like, carnal. I always had a feeling that we were related.
Right. Yeah. No, because you look a lot like each other. So
Yeah, definitely not.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what would you do if like you found out you had siblings outside? Well, I don't know. I guess you
depends.
already have like half sisters.
Yes, I do.
So would that really be like even weirder?
I think it just depends de qué lado de la familia sea. Because if it's from my dad's side, I wouldn't really care.
Like your dad or your dad?
Yeah, no, like my dad. There's no way
Right,
I know.
I don't think you would
there's
care.
no way I know if my stepdad has any children because we're not biologically related.
Right, so he's safe.
So that wouldn't show up in like the 23
you
and me.
sneaky little mofo.
Yeah, unless
He knew what he was
Valentina.
doing.
Yeah. Yes, of course. No, él agarró y se juntó con mi mamá. And, you know, made sure that I was not
Couldn't
related to
question.
him. So 24 years later, when I take a 23andMe, you know,
She won't come up.
Yes,
But what you
exactly.
didn't know was that we were going to call out your actual daughters to take an ancestry test, and
I
then we're
feel
going to
like
find
I'm
out.
Mari right now, like, ¿qué pasa, el desgraciado? ¿Qué pasa? You know what I mean? Like, Laura in America, like.
Do you think your
that
mom
type
would
of
feel
thing.
some type of way? Or like your sister does take one, and then we bring the results, and it's like, verga, tiene como 10 hermanos.
My mom would definitely feel some type of way. Like, she would definitely
that's
feel
drama.
some type
Alright.
of way.
I'll do it.
You're gonna do it?
Yes.
Should we do it? Should
I
we
mean,
like...
I'm down to do it, but Marco has to do it too, just because I want Marco to have drama.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like we're gonna be worried. It turns out Marco has like the most fucked up one.
Can you imagine? I mean, he does have. Tú tienes medios hermanos, right? Like outside everything.
Now it turns out like his real dad is like Maduro,
You see, I don't.
and
I don't
Maduro's
think
like
so.
constantly just looking for Marco. Like that's why he's a dictator, because he's never found his son that he lost. And he's like, I'm gonna fuck this whole country up until I find Marco. Marco's just over here sitting on a chair,
Right.
producing a podcast. He's
Right.
just like-
I really don't think so. Porque you see, I do think one of Marco's siblings are adopted. Like, o sea, it's crazy. Porque Marco, o sea,
Marco, how do
el
you feel about this,
el
Marco?
papá de, no, but I'm serious. Porque de todos tus hermanos, you're the one that actually makes sense.
Okay, that's a possibility. I have a uncle. Well, I have with a family.
Well, you do that. Let me
Yeah.
pull a picture del papá de Marco y de la mamá de Marco, so you see what I'm talking
All
about
right.
because it makes sense.
Yeah, so I have an uncle who like tiene su esposa, right?
Right.
They have one son that makes sense. Everything, the laugh, the dance, the pendejes, everything is like that's
It's
my
like,
uncle's kid.
It makes sense.
But then there's
yeah.
those other two who you're like, there's no fucking way.
Is what I'm saying.
It's like it's literally like the bear and the dinosaur. They're not related. Like
not
that's
related.
literally the situation, and I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Okay,
Take a
so
DNA test.
it's what I'm saying. This is his dad, right?
Okay.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
the nose.
And then his mom. Let me see if I find a picture here.
You guys are gonna help us find out if Marco's siblings are adopted
I think they are. I truly do.
or picked
I'm
up,
sorry.
depending on the situation that they were in Venezuela.
They are, and this is his mom. Like this one right here.
Oh, you do look more like your mom.
It does make sense. Like I don't know. Yo siento que si los pones like side to side.
Yeah.
like depending on who
See,
he's
like
next
you put
to,
them together and they do create that.
right, is what I'm saying. Depending on who he's next to, like he looks, o sea, si se pone al lado de su papá, you're like,
Sí,
oh,
sí,
you
sí,
look
sí,
like
sí,
your
sí.
dad. And si se pone al lado de su mamá, it's like, oh, you look, are your parents related?
What if your parents? Well, you never know, because like you know how that doctor had all those kids.
Right?
What if that happened in Venezuela and your parents are actually siblings?
Test.
Let me see if I find a picture of like his siblings. Porque they don't make, I mean, to me, they don't make sense. Pero it might be like, I don't know, it might be like their tu abuelo or something like that. Like, I don't know. I really don't
I
know.
don't know if you're taking too long. We're already at 42 minutes.
I am so sorry, but this needs to be figured out. And we might take like, you know, this was them when they were young.
That's Marco?
That's no, this one right here.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's his brother. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, your brother doesn't make sense.
You see? And those are his siblings.
All of those are his siblings?
Esos dos.
That's his mom.
Su mamá,
Okay.
Marco.
What
y
if she
los-
look like Angel Aguilar?
I don't know.
At a certain, and you know who that is?
Yes, I do,
Okay.
but I don't know. I might use this for that.
Okay.
They don't make sense
Nah.
to me.
The sister looks like Marco. For sure. The sister, that's Marco's
Well,
sister.
she's wearing a shit ton of makeup there, so.
Marco wears makeup too. So the sister makes sense. The other brother,
The brother does not
definitely
make
not
sense,
related.
right?
No.
It doesn't. I'm
Is
sorry.
he's older than you?
He
Yeah.
is. But he doesn't make sense. You
Or
know?
what if
and
it's just
what
his
I'm saying.
dad's, not his mom's, or just his mom's, not his dad's? What if like your brother is like Rebe, and then you and your sister are like Valentina and the other one, and you just never knew?
Probably, I don't know.
No, we're all gonna have to take DNA test. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're all taking an ancestry test just to see.
Ancestry test. Can you imagine he takes an ancestry test and it turns out he's adopted?
Okay, let's get weirder. You take an ancestry test and y'all are related.
Mira, I would not put it past. Mira, cuando salimos.
What would
they're
y'all
like,
do? What would y'all do?
Listen, cuando salimos,
Ajá.
people are like, oh, so you're like brother and sister.
Yeah.
Like, y cuando su hermana inclusive estaba viviendo acá, they're like, oh, so él y la hermana together, and me and him were siblings. That's what people associate us with.
Okay, so that's
And
already
it's
getting weird.
Like, see, no, for real. Like,
But if it comes back and you are related, what would y'all do?
I think that's it for me. Would just.
Marco's
I mean,
like, ¿qué
bro,
tiene?
What?
Si en Alabama se cogen a la hermana. Ahí está.
Monterrey. Wait, what's up with people in Monterrey?
Monterrey is like the Alabama from here.
Oh shit.
Ella es like, no, ya con la me cogí a mi prima, pero ¿qué tiene? Somos nomás medios hermanos.
I think this is a good place to stop the podcast.
No, you didn't say what, you break up with Marco?
How related are we?
Well, yeah, obviously didn't come from the same litter.
We're primos secundarios.
Like let's say Marco's dad is related to your mom. What does that make y'all? Cousins, right?
I mean, related how?
Yeah, that would be primos hermanos, right? like
The only way that we
first
would
cousins.
be primos hermanos is exactly if they were first cousins.
So what if they are first cousins? And now y'all are like, yeah, and then some primos hermanos.
Right. That
We used to. Well, now we know if they happen to be related. Don't worry, guys. They will continue to be married. I think. At least Marco is down. Marco doesn't give a fuck.
You know what? We do have to get tested about for it, which I would recommend to everyone that is thinking of starting a family or thinking of being in a long-term
tested what?
relationship for
Sounds like an
genetic
STD commercial.
diseases. No,
Así igual que Nayeli.
no, but it is.
I feel like we all carry some sort of genetic disease.
But I feel like
Look
it
at
is.
us.
It's help. Yes.
We're doing a fucking podcast in your living room. There's
Bro.
something wrong with us.
No, but I feel like it is helpful for everyone to get tested because you never know. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a gene that it's like, what is it, recessive?
I don't know.
That, o sea, there's like a mix. Por ejemplo, it happened to someone that I'm not gonna say her name, but she got pregnant, right? And it turns out that she lost it porque con la pareja que estaba, like their blood was not compatible, and they were thinking of like, you know, quedarse juntos and get married and all that.
Right.
But the doctor was like, well, if you do that, you are never, ever, ever be able to have children.
So
and
the
there's
blood's
nothing
not
you,
compatible?
yes, like there's
What the
nothing wrong
fuck?
with you, and there's nothing wrong with like the girl. Like there was nothing wrong
It
with
just
the guys
doesn't mix.
individually. It just they weren't a match.
That's
You know
crazy.
what I
I
mean?
didn't know that was a real thing.
But it is a thing, and
That's
the
legit.
fetus,
We don't match.
the fetus, yeah, the fetus literally just like dissolved. You know what I mean? So it's
Wow,
like
that's crazy. I
it
didn't know
is
that.
crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to get tested.
All right, it makes sense now, babe. I'm sorry for questioning your
Maybe
methods.
you're not. Maybe you're definitely not compatible. You know what I mean?
Right.
God is like unmatched. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, because like if you think that that's your person and your baby dissolves, like that's a sign.
it's just sad because I mean, well, it was a little bit of a surprise, but I mean, she was kind of like getting into okay, this happened, so let's get to it.
Right.
But the doctor was literally like, yeah, this is never gonna happen.
Well, like the thing with my girl is because she says I think she has like a cousin or something like that, a relative that has 2 kids, I think with autism, but like each one of them has like a different level of it. So it
Okay.
turns out that the dad, the lady's husband,
Got vaccines. No, just kidding. Vaccines don't cause autism. There's no proof.
You anti-vaccine ass.
There's no proof.
Pero bien vacunada que estás.
Yes.
Okay, and so it turns out that the kid's dad had a sort of autism that you can't tell. It's there, but you can't tell. So he passed it on to his kids, and the kids got it more, and the other kid got it more. So now they have 2 autistic kids.
Oh my god.
And so what Nayeli is saying, what my girl's saying, is that like she would like to get tested genetically or whatever, and then if she saw that one of those genes was there, at least she was like, I would prefer to just not have a baby. Yet again, Chris, when he was in my mom's womb, was told that he was gonna be, he had Down syndrome, and that he was gonna be like vegetable state all his
my
life.
God.
And so they told my mom, they were
He's
like,
very much not so.
nah, he just has a big head. But everyone's in the family because I have a cousin who has one too. And but yeah, so they told my mom, they were like, "Do you just want to like abort it? Because like, come on, like,
Oh,
you're gonna have to take
snap.
care of this vegetable for the rest of your life."
Right.
And so my mom was like, "No, like that's pendejo, right?" And my mom's very religious, so she was like, "No, like if God wants me to have a kid like that, I'll take care of it. I'm not gonna
take it."
kill it, right? I'm not gonna kill the baby." And well, no, he was born fine, and I mean, y'all seen Chris. he doesn't
Some
have
people
Down
say
syndrome
he's
at all.
hot. So
Yeah, some
Some
people,
people.
even some people's daughters.
I feel like this is a good way to stop.
This is definitely we're going way too far. Remember, guys, to subscribe, like. Oh, hang on. You remember yesterday when I told you that I felt like some girls recognized me at the in the moment?
Yes.
All right, so some girl or woman added me on Instagram, and I saw her story, and she was at the live thing in the moment yesterday. So what does that mean?
He's famous now.
That means they recognized me, and they were like, "Is that him?" And then somehow she found my page and
It's
added
gonna
me.
go to his head. I
Followed
swear to
me.
God. Anyway, subscribe,
That's not the only one though. That's not the only one.
Oh my
I was at the
God.
gym the other day, and I was like weighing myself. I was in the locker room, right? And había un señor ahí, and he just walked behind me, and then I just hear, "¿Qué onda, mi Benny?" And I was like, instinct as a Mexican, I was like, "¿Qué huele?" Right? Like, "¿Qué huele?" And then I turned around, and it was this man. I want to say he was probably like late 30s, early 40s.
Right?
And he was like, "Oh, ¿cómo están?" Fist bumped me. He's like, "No, pues como te escucho ya como que parece que nos conocemos de toda la vida, ¿no?" And I was like,
That's
"Sí."
weird. A mí no
and,
me pasa.
and then he was just like laughing, and he went on his thing, but I was just like, wow, that felt really
Ay,
nice.
ya se le pone la cabeza así, ya megamente tú.
Well, I mean, I did have a
Mega mind.
pretty cool weekend. I did have a remote, and people went out there, and they were like, "Oh."
Yeah,
and
that's
this,
cool.
This guy brought his little kid, and he was like, "¿Te puedo tomar una foto con el Benny? Con el famoso Bad Benny?" And I was like, "Sure." And I was like, and then he was like, "Okay, now," and like the kid was like this, right? And took a picture with him.
It was definitely
And then
nice.
the kid was about to walk away, and I was like, "No, otra foto." And then like, okay, and then they got uncomfortable because I was like, "No, otra foto."
The kid was
I need more pictures. This never happens. I'm just playing. Okay, ahora sí nos despedimos. Subscribe,
It got weird.
like, subscribe, like. Next episode. Well, Benny's no longer with us. He got a charge.
Turns out the kid is like in his trunk. The kid is like, help, please.
I'm gonna send him back to Venezuela with her grandma. Suscríbase al canal. Make sure to follow us on social media. El Bad Benny.
Reverruiz.jpg.
And we have more episodes coming. We have more guests coming. It's gonna get even better. Hopefully, hey, ayer me dijo Rebe que una muchacha that we went to go see
I don't
yesterday.
want to jinx it. I don't want to
She
jinx
said
it.
she might. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Pero if it happens, holy shit, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Listen, I was a little bit tipsy, and she was in the restroom, and I was
And
like,
I'm pretty sure she was drunk,
I
too.
was stalking her, and I was like, mira, espérate que salga el baño. I was just like in my predator mode, you know what I mean?
Típico
And so
hispanas.
I
Ya
was
nos despedimos 10 veces.
Hey, do you remember the episode where we were talking about like how someone ate ass and they had like a little thing in it. Yeah, what's up? How are you? And she was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Oh yeah. And I was like, do you want to take a picture? And then as we were taking the picture, she was like, oh yeah, I asked her like, hey, would you want to be in like an episode? And she was like, sure. But I don't know if it was like, sure, like, yes, definitely. Or
Well,
sure,
I don't
like,
know.
sure.
I mean, they did have a full hour talking about how she flakes on all her friends. So she would probably be like, see, I'll be there. And then we're here waiting like, and then nothing. Turns out she's hanging out with Romeo. So we can't promise you anything, but fingers crossed, keep your fingers crossed for us.
I mean, Romeo's pretty toxic. We might be able to invite them both. And then
Yeah,
Romeo's like, I'm going to kill myself if you don't come. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty much how we got his girlfriend. So I think we said our social media, we said everything else, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Chris isn't here today because he's hungover from Grupo Firme. Marco's here, even though you can't see him. I don't think, is that it? Am I missing anything? I think we're good, right?
your little thing.
Yeah, we're good. All right, recuerden, buenas vibras y malas vibras a la verga.